Slightly. Dude, I am such okay, so I don't watch a lot of scary movies. I'm pretty sure you don't either, right?
Sure don't.
And the reason I do that is because, like, I can watch a scary movie and nothing about the scary movie will inherently make me lose any sleep or do anything like that. I'm not scared of the after effects of a scary movie. I just hate jump scares to the point where I neglect having them in my life.
I don't like the type of scary movie that I specifically don't like is when it takes place in just like a house. Like where it's just some house on the neighborhood and it's like that could just be happening like right down the road. Yep. I don't like that.
Fucking like strangers, yeah.
Yeah, or like I remember one scene in some horror movie where this like it was like some kind of turf war thing between two people. I don't know what the movie was. I was so freaked out, but she had this dude like tied up and she like boiled a kettle of water and poured it on his face and I was like
what movie is that? Brian,
I don't want to know.
You could help us out, but
I don't want to know. This like I hate it. It freaked me out so bad.
There's a lot of, but you know what? Those are.
Stuff,
go ahead.
I was gonna say there's also stuff like Human Centipede specifically.
Oh
which
my god!
I
yeah, no. Fuck
definitely
those.
don't want to talk about.
Not even.
Where it makes me worried for humanity that exists.
Those movies.
Someone thought that.
Right. Those movies, without talking about them in too much detail, definitely are just too reliant on shock value, and I don't think at all are creative in any sense of the word. I think you just came up with that idea, and it's too shock value to even be considered interesting, in my opinion.
I hate it. I can't stand it, and like, I will never forgive this friend for doing this. But like, a friend came over and was just like staying at my apartment, but I was still working. So I went to work and she just watched the movie. So I had to literally make a brand new Netflix account because I didn't want it in my recommended for you thing.
That's funny.
I was like, you bitch, you fucking ruined this for me. The thought of that is just so revolting. Everything about it is terrible.
Funny enough, though, I think the movies you were talking about with the houses, I feel like those are generally the only ones that I'm comfortable with because those ones have like a lack in jump scares. Paranormal Activity doesn't have a ton of jump scares. Strangers didn't have a ton of jump scares from my memory. There was a movie where it was The Stranger. First of all, I don't like how that became a whole genre. Do you know the movie Strangers?
Nope.
It's basically.
I might know it if I saw it.
It's that movie where it's just a couple of people in their house, and a bunch of people in white masks just break in and kill everybody.
Oh yes. Head to the north, by the way, like on your map. There's 2 eggs that I want to see if we got.
Oh
those
fuck!
ones.
I didn't put it on the stone mask. I don't know why. I was like, I'm a Zora, I'm invisible. Anyway, so that became like a whole genre of movie. And then there's one which is fucking horrifying. And I hate it. And it makes me not want to wear headphones. I stopped wearing headphones for a while after this. There's a movie where the girl is deaf. And there's a dude trying to break into her house. And she can't hear him. So she doesn't know where he is.
Up at the top.
So every time I would watch that movie and then I would be like, I would have like my headset on and I would be scared that I'm not hearing somebody come into my house. Yeah. It doesn't help that I heard that.
Question. Just to answer Brian's question, I don't know what the movie was, but someone got boiling hot water poured on their head and it terrified me.
Yeah.
So, if the title of that movie is known, I don't want to know it.
My house was broken into literally 6 months before I watched that movie, so.
Yikes. Don't care for that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay,
so I was talking about this to the people in the Discord last night. When I was in the hospital, as I've said, I watch a ton of movies. And one of them was on like the science fiction channel, and they would do marathons like every weekend. And they did a Planet of the Apes marathon, and I'd never seen it, so I was like, okay, it's a Sunday night, just gonna relax and enjoy the night, get ready for another week and more treatment, and whatever, just settle down. And I'm not calling it a spoiler because it happens at literally the beginning of the movie, and it starts with a virus has wiped out more than half of the population. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This is tremendously uncool. Like, this is like, I'm trying to escape this, and you brought it all back. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It was not cool.
Yeah, totally. That's funny.
It was an alright movie.
I have
First one
no
was
idea
much
where I'm
better.
going. I thought I went everywhere.
Maybe go up the ladder? How many eggs are... I thought there were 7.
Please look it up because I can't imagine. Now,
Yeah.
maybe there's more in the main area before we get to this area?
Mm-hmm.
Question mark, question mark. But I think I've gotten all the ones in this area. I said, I do believe. Pardon me, ma'am. Pardon me, ma'am. I'm trying to just sneak right past you, ma'am. Pardon me. Thank you.
Other things that I have like an irrational fear of. I don't know if it's a fear. Because how many times have you flown in your life?
Like with my wings or like.
Thank you for selling me out.
Twice,
Tony.
technically, one round trip to and from.
It was to Nolans,
To
right?
Nolans, yeah.
Oh,
That's the only time I've ever
don't
flown.
put the R in there.
The
Narlands. It's
Nolans? No, there's an R there.
no. There is an actual way, but like the way that the locals call it is Nolans. Oh, it's okay. I'll wait.
Generic ringtone. Hold up.
Yeah. Not bad to you. I'm good. Right now? I'm kind of busy.
Well, okay.
Oh, right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right now. Shit. Damn.
Only thing that comes to mind is Game of Thrones Season 1, but that was Molten Gold, so that's not it.
Pretty sure that wasn't it.
Yeah, that seems crazy.
Look to the left, by the way. There's a long shot target that you can hit on the other side of the. Yeah.
I thought I went up there.
Perhaps. Let's rule it out. You can also drop and not always descend from certain levels. This woman is blocking your path. But yeah, I don't know if I have like a fear of flying because I've only done it once. Like, I thought you had flown more times than that, to be completely honest. But I didn't love it. It was not fun. Something else that freaks me out that's completely irrational when it comes to flying is which
peanuts.
I just learned about today. What?
The peanuts. I can't go with
No,
those
not a
peanuts.
fan.
They're scary.
Yeah, get him out of my face. No, you're gonna laugh, but watching a plane like taxi forward, I was like, because when it's flying, it's like, okay, that's just a vehicle moving. But when it was taxiing, I'm like, these tiny ass wheels are moving this plane forward way too slow, and the wings aren't moving, and I'm freaking out right now.
And the wings
Something
aren't moving.
Something about the wings not moving when it's driving really makes me uncomfortable.
Woof. Woof. Ah, that's much better.
Yeah. Like, this is just a giant piece of metal.
You might have to look up a guide, Brian. I'm gonna go back
Okay.
to the main area and see if there's anything over there.
Yeah. Also, take a picture of the Gerudos, because remember that creepy dude, the Master Roshi guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, hold on. I might be an idiot.
Is there 4 eggs?
Oh no, am I ridiculous? I almost said something else.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Oh, nosies. Yeah, there's 4 eggs. I'm fucking
Oh, there's 4 eggs? Alright. Oh no!
I'm an idiot. Wait. Before you leave, oh damn it. Take a pic tour of one of the pirates.
Yeah, why did I get locked in here?
Good question. Oh, because you went backwards.
Oh, so I have to,
Fucking-
well.
I came up with a much better plan.
Got it.
Without you.
Here we go! Yeah! Oh, that one almost got rid of both. That was a good jump.
Almost. Almost got rid of all of your internal organs too with the piercing. But yeah, I don't love flying. We were talking about it in Discord today. If it's possible to like take a train from Canada and end up in Ohio. And I think we determined that it is, but not directly. So like Detroit is close to you, right? Like you're pretty decently
It's
close.
north of us, but it's like 40 minutes away by car.
All right, you're going to pick me up at the not soon, but like at the Detroit train station instead of the airport.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Because I'm just gonna take a choo-choo train.
All right, real.
Fucking love trains.
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna hit pause real quick. I gotta take a call. I guess I don't think this is an emergency, but it's being treated like one. So I'm gonna go ahead and.
Okay. Make sure you mute your mic, please.
I will. Go ahead and tell your favorite story. Have fun.
I'll just keep talking about things that I am afraid of a lot of things. Apparently, like I don't care for road or for like animal corpses. I don't care for birds in general. Like something about planes. When last time I flew was 2000. I was like 16. I was a young 16-year-old. Like I'm still a young 25-year-old. I'd like to think I've grown since I was 16, but I think I would have to fly again to really formulate a better opinion because I don't want to commit to saying I have a fear of flying. I would say I'm not a great flyer. Yeah, horror movies I really, really don't like. Ugh. Like, I can watch the dead meat stuff. Like, I actually quite enjoy James A. Janice's recaps of like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies and the Friday the 13th movies. I actually quite like those. But I think like actually watching the films, it freaks me out. Like I particularly the ones where it's like especially gory and like especially when it's a weird niche horror, I can't deal with it. It just freaks me out. What else don't I care for? I don't like being handed things because I'm Robert Downey Jr. Mortal Kombat. You know what? That's a weird one. For a long time, I don't know if I still say I dislike it as much as I don't care about it either way. But when I was younger, I used to be terribly frightened by Mortal Kombat. Just because I guess I do still feel the same way. It's not frightening anymore, but the early ones are really more scary. Yeah. Like, what was the really frightening one? Yeah, they do get a little ridiculous, which makes me like them a little bit more. But there was some really frightening kill in the first Nightmare on Elm Street. And I can appreciate the institution that those films are, particularly Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. I can definitely appreciate what those movies are and that they influenced a genre, which is super difficult to do. So I can appreciate what they are. I just don't care for them. But in Mortal Kombat, something about like the combination. Oh no, I'm thinking of Soul Calibur. Hold on. But Mortal Kombat, something about the combination of like freaky, like the fatalities and just the excessive violence and gore made me really, really uncomfortable. I did not like it at all. I don't know of how many of my other fears are like irrational. The pink elephants scene in Dumbo used to terrify me, which is funny because I grew up with The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which has heffalumps and woozles, which is arguably more scary because they're presented as much, much more fiendish. But yeah, there's a lot of things I don't particularly like. Oh, Tony's sitting back down.
So that was 5 phone calls and a bunch of texts. I knew it wasn't going to be an emergency. It was to remember somebody's name. So
5 phone calls? Those are quick phone calls.
Yeah.